Okay, let's start it. Can you see the whiteboard?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Chi-square or test for goodness of fit. And symbol is this. The symbol of chi, and this is square. Chi-square test, sorry, chi-square, or we can write as, or give me a few seconds. Chi-square symbol is test for goodness fit. Now, what is it? Let us know about it. Goodness of fit. And what is the formula? This is chi-square is equal to summation O minus E whole square over E, mean summation of this entire. And let us know what are these values. Okay. So O is O is observed frequency. And E is expected frequency. And how can we find them? Observe, sorry, N E is equal to N into P. We'll know better by using an example, and we'll also find the degree of freedom by using this formula.
Ma'am, can you please keep saving the whiteboards as material like you did last
Sure,
class?
sure. I'll save it, okay? And you can see this in study material section, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Degree of freedom is it is denoted by df is equal to r minus 1 into c minus 1, and where r is equal to number of rows and c is equal to number of columns. So let us do one example to know these formulas well. Okay. So let us do. Just a second. I'm just taking an example to understand this well. So I'll send you the question in which I'm just reading this. They are asking that does the dice roll fairly if standard die is rolled 120 times? We would expected each number to occur in equal proportion, and a chi-square test can be used to determine what we observe is significantly different from what expected. And we have a table of data, and we need to find using chi-square test. I'm just sending you this question. Mm, just a second, I'm sending you. We are doing this question. So here we have observed frequencies as well as expected. Okay, and this O observed denoted by O in formula, and this expected denoted by E. Okay, and sometimes they'll not give you, so then we'll use this formula then. But most probably they'll give you because you have simple questions in your syllabus. So obviously they'll give you as I sent you this example. So now let us find it. First of all, we need to calculate this one. Okay, we need to find this. So let us do it. And now we need to construct a table for this difference of O and E, and then find the square of difference of O and E, then the square, then divided by E. Okay, so let us find it. And later we'll find the degree of freedom. Are you getting me? Are you getting me?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, so basically, if we haven't been given the observed and expected, then we'll take it out from from calculating the degree of freedom.
No, no, no. I'm just saying you. If sometime they'll not give you this E, okay, this E, and sometime they will give you these values and number of values and into probability, okay. But in your case, but because you have simple questions, then you'll give you obviously. They'll give you,
Okay,
okay. Yeah,
okay.
certainly they'll give you because this is little bit more complex to find it. That is why,
Mm,
because you know very well you have only simple questions, not complex.
yes,
That is why.
yes.
Obviously, they'll give you direct values as I have sent you in an example. Okay. So we'll find degree of freedom when they'll ask. When they'll ask,
All right.
then we need to find it. Otherwise, we'll do by using this chi-square test. Okay,
Okay.
most probably they'll ask you degree of freedom also along with this test. Okay,
All right.
yeah. So let us do this question. By you, even they'll not ask you degree of freedom, and still we'll find. Okay, to use our formula. Okay, so let us do
Okay.
it. Yeah, because we check by using degree of freedom in table. That is why. Okay, for degree of freedom, we can check our value in table also. I'll teach you how can you check it. Okay, can conclude it. Yeah. So let us construct a table, and we have a number of rows. Number of rows. Observe we can denote by using, like you can use here observe, and or simply you can use O also instead of this, and expected, then O minus E, or like you can take it as this is O and this is E. O minus E, and we need to find its square. O minus E whole square, and in the last column we'll find it O minus E whole square. Okay, just a second. O minus, okay, I cannot use here in this whiteboard in the corner. I'm telling you, just a second. Okay, I'm telling you next whiteboard. Just a second. Because in corner, not able to write on whiteboard. That's why. Here we can write number of rows. Here observed we have denoted by O, and expected here denoted by E, and here O minus E, and then we'll find O minus E whole square, and later we'll find O minus E whole square divided by E, because we needed summation of this O minus E whole square by E. So number of rows we have till 6 only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So observe we have 10, 25, 30, 20. and again 30 and 5, and sum is 120, and expected 20 here, 20, again 20, 20. Okay, this. Now we need to find O minus E. Are you getting me? Are you getting me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so O minus E, like 10 minus 20, we have minus 10. 25 minus 20 is 5. 30 minus 20 is 10. And 20 minus 20 is 0. And 30 minus 20 is 10 again. And 5 minus 20 is minus 15. And now let us find their square. So we have here 100, 25, 100 again, 0, 100, 225, and 100 divided by E. Okay, so E is 20. We need to find values by using calculator also. So 100 divided by 20 we can find easily, that is 5. And now 25 divided by 20, and now we have 25, sorry, 25 divided by 20, we have 1.25, and 100 divided by again 20, then we'll get 5, and 0 divided by 20 is 0 obviously, and again 5, and 225 divided by 20 we have 11 point, one
Mm.
second, or yes, 11.25, yes. Now we need to find sum of all these values, 5 these, total we have 6 values, so let us add them. So 5 plus 1.25 plus 5 plus 5 plus 11.25. So here, yeah, 27.5. This is
7.5.
summation. Yeah, this is summation O minus E. O minus E whole square divided by E, which is equal to 27.5. So chi-square test is equal to, as we have done in formula, this is. Okay. So let us write here chi-square is equal to 27.5. So chi-square is equal to summation O minus E whole square over E, and that is equal to 27.5. Okay, and let us find the degree of freedom. Df is equal to r minus 1 number of rows where r is number of rows into c minus 1. R is, let's see how many rows are there. 6. There are 6 rows and 3. three columns. Give me a few seconds. Oh, okay. See, see here with numeric value. I was just checking for this. In this question only we have these two columns, okay, because these are number of rows only, so we'll consider them. So we have only two columns because these columns of calculation, not of data, so we'll use here two columns. Okay, so let us use it. So we have 5 into 1, we have 5. Got it?
Yes.
Why it is needed? Because at a degree of freedom 5, we'll check in table. Because sometimes they'll test you means null hypothesis or alternate hypothesis, then only will you will use this. Okay, because at 5 degree of freedom, you'll check the value of this chi-square test, then to accept or reject that null hypothesis, you'll use that. Okay, how? If for example, I'm telling you, for example, if you have like you have here chi-square value like 27.5, and this is for h0 by using this condition, null hypothesis. Sometime if they'll give you, okay, null hypothesis, and for h0, if will not accept it, then we'll take this, okay, alternative hypothesis. So means null hypothesis means if calculated value is less than tabulated value, then we'll accept it. And how we'll see the tabulated value? By using degree of freedom. Okay, by using degree of freedom, you can check the value in table. If that is less that is greater than this calculated value, means calculated value should be less than tabulated value, then we'll accept this null hypothesis. Otherwise we'll reject it and accept this alternative. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And they'll usually, I'm giving you table, I'm giving you a table, how can we check it? They most probably for chi-square test they'll give you at 5% level of significance. Z and T test they'll give you like at 95% level of significance. But for chi-square they'll most probably give you at 5% level of significance. And also we'll check in your syllabus if they'll give you according to that level of significance. We'll do question accordingly. Okay, so how can you check it? I'm just sending you. This is table for 5% level of significance. See this. I'll give you various table, okay, for each test. So here we have 5 as a degree of freedom, and we'll have here at 5% level of significance here. I'm sending you table, okay? You'll get in few seconds. See. So this is table for 5% level of significance, and C at the degree of freedom 5. Okay, so at degree of freedom 5, we have value at 5% level of significance. See the second last column. C. So tabulated chi-square. So we can see that tabulated chi-square
Ma'am, it
is
be
a,
11.7.
pardon?
It's 11.7, right?
Yes, exactly. 11.07. Oh, yeah. So obviously this is less than this calculated, but calculated value should be less than tabulated. So if we consider any null hypothesis, obviously we'll reject it and then take it this alternative hypothesis. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And we'll also teach you like T test and Z test. How can we check check it in table? Okay.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
I'm just checking in your book. Give me a few more seconds so that we can do some more question related to this if you have, because most portion of means you have of theory in this topic. That is why I'm just checking if you have given me in your book, then we'll do more questions. Otherwise, they have given you lots of theoretical portion of this. Pi square, you have 353. Okay, I'm just opening. See on page number 357 and 356 and 355 and 358. We have simple questions as they are given to you. As we have done, see, you can see here they have given to you simple questions. See
Yes,
in
ma'am. One
column
second. in the question.
21.5, you can see here.
Ma'am, can you repeat the page number?
This is on 21.5 example. You can see on page number 358.
Okay, ma'am. One second.
See, chi-square, they are given to you values, okay, and some of these values is 4.03. Okay, and here they have given to you degree of freedom 3. So we can check in table at 5% level of significance. We can find it value of chi-square is 7.81, which is greater than 4.03. Then we'll accept the null hypothesis for this. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
So, and rest of theory.
Yes, ma'am, that I can do on my own theory.
Okay, okay. And you can also check of your own. If any topic is left, then we'll do, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, because most of numerical portion we have done. And still, if by mistake any left, then you can tell me, then I'll teach you. And
Okay,
after that,
ma'am.
yeah, next class tomorrow I'll teach you how can you check for Z test and T test. And after that, most probably you have theoretical portion and a few of the topics on based on numerical. Okay.
All right. Okay.
So if you need a theory also, then I can give you as a form of notes. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, can you
Otherwise,
give me notes? Because
sure,
those notes I can do on my own then.
sure. I'll give you certainly. Okay. Of each topic, I'll give you.
All right,
Yeah.
ma'am.